And this one's a competitive game that plays over a series of rounds where players are going to be trying to complete different objective cards in order to score the most victory points at the end of the game. Players start with a couple of these objective cards and one's going to be remaining in secret. Each of these cards will have different patterns on them, and players will be using actions to manipulate a shared board in order to create the patterns that they need. And when you're able to do that, you can cash in those cards for their victory points. But at the start of each round, there's going to be an event card that gets drawn that can have a variety of different effects on the game or the players, and also another card will be drawn that dictates which space on the board is going to be harvested by the farmer at the end of the round. This card remains secret from all the players, but whichever space it points to out on the board, the row and column that intersects with it is going to have all of their tiles removed at the end of the round. But until then, players will be taking turns performing actions by using worker movement on their own personal board with their own personal sprite token. This is going to be on one of the action locations, and every time it's your turn, you have to move it to a new action location and then take that action. The different actions could allow you to place, flip, or rotate different sprout tiles out on the board, or they could allow you to gain new objective cards in order to score more victory points for the end of the game. Then there is a magic action that you can use to perform any of those other actions, but with an additional bonus. Every time you take an action in this game, you also get to place one of your tokens out on the main board, and you can either place it on a specific space, or you could place it on any row or column. The reason you're doing this is because you're trying to guess which space the farmer is going to be harvesting at the end of the round, gaining some victory points for guessing the correct row or column, but of course gaining even more victory points if you can guess the exact space. Once the round ends, you're going to be revealing that location, and then each player is going to be scoring their points. And then you're going to be removing any of the tiles in its row or column, returning any tokens back to the players. And then finally, there's a short drafting phase where each player is going to be drafting some new ability tiles that they'll be able to add to the different actions on their board to make each of their actions even more powerful for the following round. Player with the most points at the end of the game wins the game, and if you do want to check this one out, I will have it linked down below.